Hey everyone, thanks for coming back to the channel. This is good news this morning, Tuesday, March 15th, 2022. Many of you have been following the activities of states trying to implement what is called a constitutional carry or permitless carry. I'll clarify that to make sure we got that right. But today is great news, great Second Amendment news. Yesterday, the governor of Ohio has signed into law constitutional carry for the state of Ohio. Now, that is good news because you don't have to worry about anymore whether your firearm is covered or not covered when you're out in public. A couple things I dislike about the law, because they put it in to pacify the cops, because their position against constitutional carry is always about money, and then this lie about public safety. But unfortunately, in Ohio, as was before, if you're in Ohio, if you're contacted by law enforcement, you must tell them immediately you must tell them immediately that you are armed, if you are armed. Right? That is the same as it was before with the permit, but you still have to do that. It's one of the few states where you do, but Ohio cops, depending on what town you're in, get real nervous about that kind of stuff. So just pay attention when you're traveling in Ohio. Second is they paid off the cops because they knew they were going to be losing money. So they instituted some kind of grant, to pay them. It's payola, to pay them off to get out of the way. So what does that mean? What does that mean for the country? Well, we now have 23 states that are permitless or constitutional carry. That's 46%. If I did my math right, 46% of the states. That's huge. We're close to. We got three more states this year that will probably do that, and half the states will be constitutional carry. That is huge, and it's why it's terrifying the anti-gun people. More importantly, we now have 99 million Americans able to exercise their Second Amendment right unobstructed. That's 99 million of the 350 million. Now, that counts children, all that kind of stuff. But my point is, this Second Amendment train has left the station. And the anti-gun people are doing everything possible to put roadblocks in there, from stupid insurance requirements in San Jose, California, to getting rid of the state of Washington, getting rid of state preeminence on gun laws and stuff like that, so that these Democrat-run cities can create their own gun laws. We'll see what happens when between April and June, the U.S. Supreme Court is supposed to rule on the New York case. That's the New York permit case. Well, let me come back to these terms that you hear: permitless carry and constitutional carry. And now some on the YouTube, right, Second Amendment supporters are trying to say that the language of permitless carry is anti-gun, and it's the anti-gun people that are using it. That is just not true. That is just not true. Permitless carry is a real thing. Constitutional carry is different. Constitutional carry is what Arizona has. Arizona says if you are a citizen or a permanent resident and you are legal to buy a firearm from any state in the country, you can carry it. You can come into Arizona and exercise your right. That is true constitutional carry. Permitless carry says in the state in which there used to be a permit and you are a resident of that state, you do not have to have a permit to carry. that is permitless carry, but it's for the residents of that state only. If you are from out of state and you want to carry concealed, you better have your concealed carry permit that has reciprocity with that state. Now, I want to give a plug here because you get excited and you start traveling around the country. Before you leave your state, and even if you're in your state, you need to do research on the gun laws where you are. And the best source for that, and I've said it before, is handgunlaw.us. It is excellent. It also has information about knife laws. They have links to the law in the state. And I use it all the time to stay on top of places where I may be traveling. So, good news, celebrate. If you are in a state where the constitutional carry, or if it's going to be called permitless carry, is being voted on, or it has been voted on and is waiting for your governor's signature, you need to get busy. You need to get busy because it was close in Ohio. Nobody knew what Governor DeWine was going to do. He kept it real close to himself. So your voice matters. Whether you believe it or not, your voice does matter. So I'll leave that to you. If you like the content on this channel and you want to know when the next one comes up, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell icon. And for my international subscribers, I love you. As always, thanks for watching and carry on.